The truth behind traditional financial security. How to build wealth in changing times. If you grew up in a traditional household, you were probably taught that financial security comes from working hard, saving your money, and building wealth over time. The family mantra seemed simple: get a good education, land a stable job, work diligently for a paycheck, and eventually you'll be able to retire comfortably. Maybe you've heard this so many times that you wondered if there was something wrong with this path. But it seemed like the only option, right? As children, we often accept these ideas as facts. We are told that our path to financial freedom is straightforward. Put in the hours, save as much as you can, and wait for your hard work to pay off. But the world around us is changing, and so is the economy. The model of working hard for a paycheck no longer guarantees a stable future. With inflation on the rise and the cost of living escalating every year, many are beginning to question this long-standing belief. But if you take a step back and reflect on today's world, you'll realize that this old formula doesn't work the way it used to. What happens when your paycheck never really grows? What if inflation outpaces your salary increases? And what happens when you've maxed out your savings but still find yourself financially stuck? These are questions that many people are asking today. And it's hard to ignore that the traditional system, the one we were taught, doesn't account for the rapidly changing economy. We are now living in an era where the money you earn might not be enough to guarantee a comfortable retirement. The reality today is different, and it requires us to rethink our relationship with work, money, and the future. The rise of inflation and the squeeze on the middle class. For generations, the traditional financial model worked for many people. The idea that you could simply work hard, save, and retire comfortably became a blueprint that shaped millions of lives. But in today's world, the traditional formula is crumbling. Wage stagnation, inflation, and the rising cost of living have all contributed to an increasingly difficult environment for middle-class families. The gap between wages and inflation is growing wider every year. For the first time in modern history, people are struggling to save enough money to maintain their standard of living, let alone build wealth. As wages remain stagnant, the cost of essential goods, like housing, food, healthcare, and education, continues to rise. It's no wonder that so many families are living paycheck to paycheck, unable to put away the savings needed for retirement. Inflation erodes the purchasing power of our money. That means that even though you may be earning the same amount as you were last year, you are actually losing money in terms of what it can buy. For example, if the price of food, gas, and utilities continues to rise but your salary remains the same, you find yourself with less and less disposable income every year. This is the reality many middle-class families face today. In addition to inflation, the average person is faced with economic uncertainty. Factors like job insecurity, economic downturns, and sudden crises, such as the global pandemic, have made it even harder to rely on traditional financial security. It's no longer enough to simply save money and hope for the best. Many find themselves working more hours just to keep up, without any substantial improvement in their financial situation. We are seeing more people than ever before unable to afford the lifestyle that their parents or grandparents enjoyed. They are working harder, yet still struggling to keep up with the rising costs of living. The truth is that the traditional model of financial security simply doesn't hold up in today's economy. Reframing the way we think about money. So, what's the solution? How do we adapt in a world where the traditional path no longer guarantees financial security? The answer lies in changing the way we think about money. It's time to let go of the outdated time equals money mentality that has defined how we earn for centuries. The concept of time equals money suggests that the more hours you work, the more money you'll make. But in reality, time is a limited resource. There are only so many hours in the day, and once those hours are spent, they're gone forever. So what happens when you run out of time to trade for money? What happens when your only income stream is tied to your job and you don't have the freedom to earn more outside of those work hours? Wealthy people understand that the key to financial success lies in leveraging money as a tool, rather than trading time for it. They understand the importance of investing their money to make it work for them. If you think about people like Warren Buffett, you can see how this shift in mindset works. Buffett didn't get where he is today by saving every penny or relying on his paycheck. He made his fortune by investing in businesses, taking calculated risks, and using his capital to generate more wealth. He didn't fear risk. He understood it and used it to his advantage. This shift in thinking is key. You don't have to trade every hour of your life for money. Instead, you can make your money work for you by investing in assets that generate income. Whether that's through real estate, stocks, or a business, wealth is created by making smart decisions with your money, not by simply working harder or longer. Understanding wealth and risk wealth is not built by luck. It's built by intelligent risk-taking and a deep understanding of how money works. In the traditional financial model, we're often told to avoid risk at all costs, especially when it comes to money. But the reality is that risk is inherent in wealth creation. The key is not to avoid risk, but to learn how to manage it effectively. Risk comes in many forms, from the stock market to real estate investments, and even entrepreneurial ventures. The wealthy don't shy away from these risks. Instead, they assess and minimize them, ensuring that their investments pay off in the long run. Take a look at Warren Buffett's investments. He's known for making calculated strategic moves in the stock market, choosing businesses with strong growth potential. For instance, when Buffett invested in companies like Coca-Cola or Apple, he wasn't just hoping for a quick profit. He did his research, understood the company's potential for long-term success, and took a risk based on that knowledge. Over time, his investments paid off exponentially. The wealthy understand that risks can yield substantial rewards, if approached with knowledge and a clear plan. In contrast, many people avoid risk altogether. They put their money into savings accounts that earn little to no interest, or simply let their wealth stagnate. While this approach may feel safe, it's not growing your wealth. True financial success comes from managing risk and knowing where to place your money so it can grow over time. The power of leverage. How the rich use debt to build wealth. Debt is often seen as something to avoid at all costs. For many of us, the idea of borrowing money brings anxiety and stress. We've been taught that debt is bad, and that the key to financial security is to live within our means and avoid taking on any loans. But for the wealthy, debt isn't inherently negative. In fact, when used wisely, debt can be a powerful tool for building wealth. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, is a prime example of someone who teaches how to leverage debt to create wealth. Kiyosaki emphasizes that it's not about how much money you make, but how you use the money you have. For instance, you might take out a low-interest loan to purchase a rental property. The loan, which could be considered bad debt by traditional standards, is actually being used to acquire an asset, one that generates passive income through rent. Over time, the property appreciates in value, and you continue to receive steady rental income. This approach to debt allows you to grow your wealth without using all of your own money. The key is to invest in assets that generate income, rather than using debt to fund liabilities that drain your finances. Using debt strategically to acquire assets is how the wealthy build their wealth. Instead of viewing debt as something dangerous, they understand its potential to help them acquire assets that generate more wealth over time. This is a critical shift in mindset that can help you grow your wealth exponentially. The shift from employee to entrepreneur. Thinking beyond your job. Shifting from an employee mindset to an entrepreneurial mindset is a crucial step in building lasting wealth. As employees, we're taught to work for money. But as entrepreneurs, we learn to make money work for us. The difference is profound. Entrepreneurs don't simply trade their time for money. They create systems, build businesses, and leverage assets to generate income. Entrepreneurship is all about thinking outside the box, recognizing opportunities where others see challenges, and taking calculated risks. Entrepreneurs understand that their income doesn't have to be tied to a single job or a single paycheck. They're constantly looking for ways to diversify their income streams and create wealth through multiple sources. This is a significant departure from the traditional mindset, where stability is found in a steady paycheck and job security. Entrepreneurs, on the other hand, understand that their financial freedom lies in their ability to create opportunities and generate income from multiple sources. By thinking like an entrepreneur, you open yourself to opportunities in areas you might never have considered before. Many entrepreneurs also face failure along the way. But for them, failure isn't the end. It's part of the learning process. Some of the most successful entrepreneurs will tell you that their biggest failures led to their greatest successes. Every failure is a lesson, and entrepreneurs embrace it as part of their growth journey. Real estate as a wealth-building tool. Real estate is one of the most popular and reliable ways for entrepreneurs to build wealth. Unlike stocks, real estate provides a unique combination of benefits: appreciation, cash flow, and tax advantages. Real estate is a tangible asset, and over time, properties tend to appreciate in value. When you buy a rental property, you're acquiring an asset that can provide passive income through rent. As the property appreciates, you not only benefit from a steady cash flow, but you also gain equity in the property, which increases your net worth. This is a significant advantage because, unlike other forms of investments that might only provide short-term returns, real estate offers both immediate cash flow and long-term appreciation. It's one of the safest and most reliable investments that entrepreneurs can use to grow their wealth over time. In addition to appreciation and cash flow, real estate also offers significant tax benefits. Property owners can deduct various expenses, such as mortgage interest, property taxes, maintenance costs, and management fees. These tax advantages make real estate one of the most tax-efficient ways to build wealth. Moreover, real estate offers a form of leverage. Instead of using all of your own money to purchase property, you can take out a mortgage and use other people's money to make the purchase. Over time, as the property appreciates and you receive rental income, you can increase your wealth without using all of your own capital. This is the power of leverage. The problem with the education system: financial literacy is not taught. One of the most significant barriers to building wealth is the lack of financial education in traditional schools. While students are taught various academic subjects, from history to mathematics, very few are taught how to manage their money, invest, or create wealth. Instead, we are taught to work for money, follow instructions, and secure a job with a steady paycheck. But that model is no longer sufficient in today's fast-changing economic landscape. In most traditional education systems, students are taught how to perform well in a job setting. They're trained to be good employees, not entrepreneurs. They're taught how to follow rules, do their tasks, and wait for promotions. But entrepreneurship requires an entirely different skill set: creative thinking, risk management, and a deep understanding of how money works. The reality is that traditional education doesn't prepare us for financial independence. If schools taught financial literacy, students would learn how to invest, how to save strategically, and how to create wealth rather than simply spending their earnings. Financial literacy should be part of every curriculum, because it equips young people with the tools they need to build and sustain wealth throughout their lives. Moving from employee to entrepreneur: how to start thinking differently about money. The shift from being an employee to an entrepreneur is not just about changing what you do. It's about changing how you think. Entrepreneurs don't see money as a finite resource tied to their work hours. Instead, they understand that wealth is created through systems, investments, and the multiplication of income sources. When you begin to think like an entrepreneur, you stop relying solely on your job for income. You start seeking opportunities to build systems that generate wealth for you, even when you aren't working. This mindset is crucial because it enables you to break free from the cycle of trading your time for money. Entrepreneurs constantly look for ways to multiply their income through multiple revenue streams. They know that the more assets they acquire, the more wealth they can generate. Whether it's through real estate, starting a business, or creating digital products, entrepreneurs diversify their income streams, which provides them with financial security and growth. The key to this entrepreneurial mindset is creating assets that work for you. Instead of spending all your time working for someone else, you invest your time and resources into building things that generate income for you, whether you're working or not. The power of multiple streams of income. Diversifying your wealth-building strategies. One of the most powerful concepts that successful entrepreneurs understand is the importance of multiple streams of income. Relying on one source of income, your job, is risky, especially in today's economy where job security is no longer guaranteed. By diversifying your income streams, you spread out your risk and create opportunities for growth. The wealthy understand that their financial freedom doesn't come from just one paycheck. They know that relying on a single source of income can be dangerous. That's why they invest in multiple areas: real estate, stocks, businesses, and more, to ensure that their wealth continues to grow, even if one stream falters. For example, you could invest in stocks that generate dividends, buy rental properties that provide passive income, or create an online business that generates revenue while you sleep. The more income streams you have, the less reliant you are on any single one, which reduces your financial risk and increases your chances of long-term success. Conclusion. Embracing the entrepreneurial mindset for financial freedom. The journey to financial freedom isn't a quick or easy one, but it is possible. By shifting your mindset, taking calculated risks, and learning to make money work for you, you can begin to build the wealth that will sustain you in the long term. Embrace the entrepreneurial mindset, invest in yourself, and start creating systems that will generate income for you, even when you're not working. Remember, financial freedom is not just about how much you earn, but how you use what you have to create more wealth. Whether it's through investing, creating a business, or diversifying your income streams, there are endless opportunities to build wealth in today's world. The key is to think differently, take action, and keep moving forward. True financial freedom is about creating a life where money doesn't control you, but rather works for you. With the right mindset and a willingness to take calculated risks, you can build a financial future that allows you to live life on your own terms, without the constraints of a paycheck. If you've enjoyed this video and found the insights valuable, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you never miss any content. Your support helps us bring more videos like this, and we can continue sharing valuable information with you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.